Kani kedai ke Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ke kubur baman kasni, belawan rashapi da ke rupa, ringkat bat ke orange Nissan, lom sokpo near Fire Brigade Ground, Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Ka Election Commission of India, kala Pynbna baya ke Election MP Shalok Sabha, on pelong haki nyutli ki face hakari hi borokaway. Kaban sedang nu ka khatway terek ubna Ïaiong, hadu ka khat khandai terek ubna Jemang. Bat kesninya vote pat kan long haka arpulai terek ubna Jemang ringkat borokaway kiri India. Ka election banjir thmai ki MP Nasional Batura parliamentary seat kan long haka khatway terek ubna Ïaiong mentau snam arja kat khandai. Chief Electoral Officer ke Jilla Meghalaya, Uba Frederick Roy Karkengor, haka jekran barkinong patai khobor, haka sipo terek mentau benai, ulai tho ba ke Jilla Meghalaya kelada penkhaya ba, nadong syadong ban pelong ya ke election MP Shalok Sabha, haki artli ki constituency Shillong Batura, kabanlong haka khatway terek Ïaiong. CEO ula pentepru baya ke jing Pynbna on sepenmi haka khat pra terek uleber. Kat ba ka sngi thap kerteng ba khatdo jing ki kertong kan long haka arpsan terek ubnai leber ka jing bishar ye ki kerteng kan long haka arpun re terek jong uni huju ubnai bat ka sngi weng kerteng ba khatdo ye ki kertong kan long haka arpra terek ubnai leber. Uba Frederick Roy Karkengor ula pentepru ba katkom ka electoral roll ba khatdo bala penmi haka khatnyau terek ukala lengkot menta usnam arjakat khandai. Kajing don joginong tap vote haka Jilla borokaway kalong khat pralak khandai pu hajar nyospa khandreungon. Hakaba khandai lak san pun hajar sispa lai punyongon kidai kishinrang bat khandai lak lai pun hajar san spa anyop khandai ngon kidai ki kentai. Ulai thoro ba kajing don joginong tap vote ki ba hapadang kerta khat pra hado khat khandai snam kalong nyop pun hajar nyospa prapu arngot baro.
The dates for the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections pertaining to Meghalaya for the two seats for Shillong and the Tura parliamentary seats are as follows. Date of issue of the Gazette for notification is on 18th March 2019. Last date for filing of nominations is the 25th of March 2019. Date of scrutiny of nominations is on the 26th of March 2019. Last date of the withdrawal of candidature is on 28th of March 2019. Date of poll is on 11th of April 2019. I would like to repeat, date of poll is on the 11th of April 2019. Date of counting, as with the rest of the country, will be on the 23rd of May 2019. And date before which the entire process, that means the entire electoral process, will be completed shall be within 27th of May 2019. We in Meghalaya fall in the first phase of the entire election process. We are in the first phase, and the entire country has about 7 phases of elections, and Meghalaya has been slotted in the first phase, comprising about 91 constituencies, and we will be having a single phase constituency, a single phase elections as was done in the past. Coming to some brief statistics of about the state, the final rolls which were published on 17/1/2019, as per the final rolls published on 17/1/2019, our total electorate stands at 18,92,716, of which 9,36,579 are male and 9,56,137 are female. So it is quite clear that the female enrollment is higher than the male enrollment by about 20,000 or so. And in terms of the number of service voters, we have 3,067. In terms of the 18-19 years electors, it's about 76,782. But this figure will also rise because we just had the special camps on 8th and 9th, and also continuous updation has been allowed by the Election Commission right up to the last date before the poll. In the last Lok Sabha election, the number of electors that were there was 15,65,820, 156,58,820. 15,65,820. That was in 2014 Lok Sabha elections, and this time, of course, it is 18,92,716. There's an increase of about 3,26,896 voters compared to 2014 elections. 3167 polling stations will be going to the polls. There will be 3167 polling stations. And in terms of polling station locations, we have 2615. Rural polling station locations are 2404, and urban locations are 211. So this is the breakup in terms of the number of polling stations and polling station locations. We have gone up by 84 polling stations over the last assembly elections, because in the last assembly elections we were 3083 polling stations. Now we are 3167. So there's been an addition of about 84 polling stations since the last assembly elections. Coming to the security scenario, we have 704 vulnerable polling stations. In terms of vulnerable polling stations, about 704, and critical polling stations is 249. Both critical as well as vulnerable is 68. Normal polling stations is 2146. The number of polling stations which are bordering Bangladesh is about 86. Number of polling stations bordering Assam is 171. The number of zones we have is 122 police zones and 282 sectors, and number of strong room as well as counting centers is 13. But I would like to reiterate that the civil and the the civil sectors and zones, in terms of civil sectors and zones we have more than, because these are the police sectors and zones. And I would also like to reiterate that these are very dynamic figures. This is the categorization as of now, but these are dynamic figures. What is critical may not be critical in the days ahead, or what is vulnerable may not be vulnerable, or vice versa. So this is the situation as it stands now, and these are dynamic figures, and they will change. In terms of the expenditure sensitive constituencies, we have 22 out of 60 which are expenditure sensitive constituencies, and EVMs and VVPATs will be used on 100% mode in all the 3167 polling stations. And also another point which we would like to bring forward to you is that there have been some recent amendments in the notification, in the in the nomination, in the sense that in the form 26B, 26A and B, there will be from the point of view of the candidates, they will have to file the what are known as the income tax returns for the last 5 years. So this is one new provision that has been added, and also the Commission is very serious about the proliferation of fake news and also misleading information on social media. So in the nomination paper, the various candidates will also have to give their official social media account, whether it be Facebook or any other kind of account, so that this can be closely monitored. I would also like to share with you that at the level of the police, there is a cyber cell that has been constituted, which is headed by DIG and assisted by an SP level officer, who will be closely monitoring the social media accounts and also the social media related information that is posted on the net. We also would like to share with you that with the announcement of the elections today, the model code of conduct comes into force immediately, and we have already alerted both the returning officers, and we have also alerted all the deputy commissioners or the district election officers that the model code of conduct will be immediately enforced.
Hakani ke jikendo bat kinong patai kubor hakani ke janmen layadan rengkat ro UADG jongkatnat Meghalaya Police uba H nongplo ubala pensai ro khendiat ye ke kamram ke bala bensen hakatnat pulen nakabenta kani ke election kantop nadu ke jing pahara bat ki wede ke jing don kam.
As of now, the law and order situation is okay. We are not foreseeing any major problem as of now. We have been doing the exercise of identifying areas which CEO has already informed, those vulnerable critical areas, and that is dynamic situation which may change as we approach the polling dates. Based on those, we have projected the requirement of force, And as we all know that during these elections we will not be able to do with the force that we have inside the state. So force have to be brought from outside the state. And this has already been flagged to MHA, and MHA in the process has nominated Chief Nodal Officer in Delhi and also in all the states. And here we have a Nodal Officer from CRPF who will be the Nodal Officer for Central Forces and forces which will be coming from outside the state. In Police Department, we also have nominated another 2 Nodal Officers. One Nodal Officer is about force movement, and another Nodal Officer is for expenditure. We have had the training here in the police conference room, where all the SPs and all the officers related to the election cell in the district have attended. CEO had a talk to them, and all the officers from CEO's office and other officers have conducted the training. And the district superintendent of police in turn will conduct training for their officers and men in the respective district to ensure free and fair poll. Another issue that we are likely to face is transport. In earlier elections, we have taken help of the neighboring states to help us in terms of transport. So as today in the briefing from Delhi, the election phases have been staggered in such a way so that we can help each other. And I think Assam has got more phases so that we can share the resources. Another issue is that, like CEO has mentioned, is communication. There are quite a number of polling stations where there is no mobile network at all. So we in communication cell of the police department have already identified with the help of CEO and his officers those areas where there are no mobile connection at all. In those areas we will give top priorities, and we will cover those areas which are with our communication sets. And we are also bringing resources from outside. We have requested New Delhi to provide us sets, and we hope to bring like what we are doing in earlier elections.